Good morning. Happy Sunday. Welcome to Business Talk number 5. I am Satara Brown, and 5 days ago, I challenged myself to begin going live every single morning to have a business chat for 30 minutes. So here we are on day 5. It's Sunday. It's interesting because I got through Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna sleep in tomorrow. Nope, there's no days off. Again, they say it takes 21 days to make or break a habit. So we'll see where we are on day 30. So today's topic is doing it scared. And if you haven't watched the live from a few days ago, I encourage you to watch it. And we talked about just doing it, right? And we talked about just getting started. Let me say that we talked about just getting started, and I feel like this is kind of like a part two to that, of doing it scared, right? And what does that mean, and what does that look like? A lot of times we want to have every single piece of the puzzle, and that would be great in a perfect world. But when you're doing something for the first time, when you are stepping into um, a new season, a new version of yourself, you're not going to have all of the answers. And a lot of times we wait for a perfect moment. And I hate to break it to you, but that perfect moment is never going to be there. So you have to do it scared. And that can look like a whole bunch of different things. For instance, for me, I am launching a community. And in this community, I am going to be going live just specifically for the community once a week. And it's going to probably be longer than 30 minutes, but it's going to have this one on one small group, not one on one, small group kind of connection with the women who are in the community. And we're going to talk all things business, right? We're going to have different trainings, different workshops. I'm going to bring in different speakers. I'm going to provide a lot of different resources, all things business, right? So it's for the women entrepreneurs who are dibbling and dabbling. Like they have a business, but they wouldn't really call it a business because it's more like a hobby, but they want to like really like step into making it a full business, but they need the resources. Or it's for the women who have made sales, but they're not consistent. Or it's for the women who are doing everything in their business and they feel like they're going nowhere fast. And this community is going to provide you with all of the tools that you need, all of them from A to Z. I've been an entrepreneur for the past 11 years. I've seen a lot. I always say that I made the mistakes so that you don't have to. And with all of that being said, even given that I've been an entrepreneur for the past 11 years, I I gotta admit it, I've been scared to tell people about the community. Like, what if nobody signs up? Um, like, I don't know, right? So this is something that has been on my heart for a while. And sometimes you just got to do it, right? One of my team members, they told me to start going live on YouTube. And I'm like, not my thing, not doing it. She told me this like 3 months ago. But now that I'm thinking about the community, it just dawned on me 5 days ago, like, start going live, right? And that was after I did an event. I hosted a workshop for a group of women, and they were very receptive of the marketing materials that I shared. So I was like, you know what? I should share some more of this information. And it all like clicked like, oh, I should put out more information prior to launching the community, which the community, I might still be doing my 30-minute morning lives while the community is launched. Who knows? The community is launching really, really soon. I say all this to say that my point is that by going live, by sending out the link, by connecting with women on Threads who are looking for mentorship, who are looking for coaching or a consultant, who's looking for all of these resources but don't want to pay that high ticket price, especially when you don't know if you're going to get a return on your investment, right? So I started sending out the link to the wait list, and there's people on the wait list. And I'm like, I'm doing it. And I'm doing it scared. When I get off this live, I want to check to see how many people are on there. But I set a goal, and I'm going to say this publicly. I set a goal that by my birthday, so right now it's August 16th, my birthday is February 12th. I want to have 100 women in the community. And that's scary. That's so scary. That is so scary. Um, I was going to say like 50, but no, it's game time. And if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it for real. So I'm saying 100 women by February. So that's August, September, October, November, December, January, February, 6 months. 6 months. I am probably going to comment back on this video in 6 months to give you all an update, or hopefully you're in the community so you can tell me whether we reach the goal or not. But, that's all in the art of doing it scared. You may, be really, really good at what you do, or maybe you had a business for a while like me, right? But you're branching off to do something a little bit different and it feels scared. And it might not just click right away, right? Like my team member told me to start going live 3 months ago. It took me, to have my own revelation to be like, okay, you know what? This is what I'm doing. And I'm doing it with joy. I mean, I was 15 minutes late today, but who cares? you know, the goal is to go live every morning. So the goal is being met. And, I spoke a little bit about this yesterday that since I've been going live, it's been transformational. And we're only on day 5, but I've been super productive. I've been taking the advice that I've been giving out, in terms of prioritizing, strategizing, checking things off. Oh my goodness. Doing a reset. Yesterday was all about doing a reset and how you're spending your weekend, right? We don't want to just work, work, work. We don't want to what is it? Go nowhere fast. We want to be strategic and about everything that we're doing. And so that requires you to take a pause, see what was done for the week, see what still needs to be done, see what any roadblocks are. And I did that. And then I wrote, my priorities for the weekend, and there were 5 of them. And I crossed 2 of them off early yesterday morning after my live. Doing my lives as I want to help other people, they have been helping me so much. And I'm just like, wow, I love this. I love this for me. I love this version of me. So that all goes back to like doing it scared. I'm like, I don't know, like going on live is like weird to me because it's like, what if people don't show up? And then like my team member was like, well, people can always see the replay, but like seeing like no one in the live, like there's no one in the live right now. Yesterday I had like 1 person. The day before I had 3, which, that was the win for me. But I guess I won't really see the fruits of my labor until a while from now. A lot of times they say that like people, they go back and they look at your lives. I mean, not your lives, but your videos on YouTube. And that's when people start really viewing them. And, while this isn't like a popularity thing, the point is to get viewers so that this information gets out there. So while y'all are here, subscribe to the YouTube channel, please. The Girl Boss Brand. The going live came about from me starting a podcast, and I started a podcast a year ago, and I always say this, it just didn't work out. The quality wasn't there. And so I made a pause. And a lot of times when people pause, it's like, it's over. Nope. I did 4 episodes. I really did 6 episodes. I released 4, but I was just like, this is not on brand. Like the quality of these videos are just not what I want them to look like. And I had someone who was doing the recordings. It just wasn't what I was looking for. And I say all that to say that, like, just stepping into, like, doing the podcast was scary because I'm good at a lot of things, but I am also there's a lot of things that I'm not gonna touch, right? I'm not going to try to be a videographer or whatever it's called, right? I don't know how to edit videos, and I prefer to go to experts for areas where I know are not my strong points. So I went to someone who no, actually someone came to me offering their services, and it was kind of like we were gonna barter, and like it just totally didn't work out. Um I One thing for me was like, if you're the expert in that area, you be the expert, you lead me, you guide me, you tell me all of the things that I need. I don't want to have to fact check it because you're the expert, right? Um, but like even like in terms of like how to stream, um, I ended up paying and it was like only $100, but $100 is $100, especially when you're an entrepreneur. Um, for the wrong like server thing because they gave me the wrong information and it's just like red flag. I didn't like the quality, red flag. But my point in saying all of this is to say that, like, it really discouraged me. Um, it discouraged me because I was putting my time and my effort and I was doing something new. I was doing something that was scary and it didn't turn out how I expected, how I wanted. It just wasn't it, right? So I made that hard pause, right? And I also I don't want to say was upset, but I was also like in between that whole like um work and grow as you go or take a pause and reset and see what these things could look like. But then it's also like, wow, people were actually listening. So like, am I letting people down? Am I being inconsistent? Like I don't want to be that person that starts and then stops things, right? But I had to take a pause because it was not it. If you go to the Girl Boss brand, go to look at my podcast. If you look at the throwback episodes or even look at the episodes, the first 4 episodes, it looks totally different. Um, so I was like scared to get back into it. And so I recorded 6 episodes. So excuse me. Sorry. I recorded 6 episodes, so whatever that took however much time. Um, but I made that pause and I did a reset. And this time around, I had to pay someone. And a lot of times they say you get what you pay for, right? Or what you don't pay for. And I was scared. I was scared based off of my first experience. And I'm just like, what if it's not good? I don't want to micromanage this person. I want this person to really be an expert. Like, I didn't know how to manage my own expectations. And things are great. Things are absolutely great. But if I didn't take that leap to rebrand myself, redesign my podcast, we even changed the name, changed the theme song, change the trailer, I guess. I don't know. I didn't record a new trailer, but everything's different, right? And I could think about like, oh, what are people going to say? Oh, she's inconsistent. Why did she change the name? All of these things, but I had to stay true to what my purpose is and what my core is. And honestly, I don't really know how YouTube works, right? But I'm reading the analytics and I go into YouTube Studio and it says that so May, June, July, August. In the last 3 months since we relaunched, there's been 8.8 views. So 8,800 views. I don't know if that means like views on my channel. Because like my videos, I have like 90 views, right? Or 80 views. And then I also have shorts. But either way, I'll take it, right? I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh my god, I did a video that almost had 10,000 views." No, that's not what it is. I have received almost 10,000 views in 3 months since relaunching, since doing it scared, since revamping, rebranding, taking a pause, and really sitting in what I needed to change so that my podcast could be up to the standard that I wanted. And now I'm seeing the fruits of my labor. But if I never took that pause, if I never did that audit, and with me, you'll hear the word audit a lot because we need to be frequently doing an audit of our lives, of our businesses, whether it's daily, it definitely has to be weekly. We can't wait until monthly, but we need to do this continuous audit of what we have going on, and the things that are not working, we need to change. We need to get rid of it. We don't have time to be um, putting our energy into things that aren't working. We simply just we can't afford to do that, right? So it was great that I did that audit. And I was like, when I was doing my first season of my podcast, I was trying to push through. I was trying to see, I would not complain. I would express my concerns regarding, um, the video quality and things like that. And I didn't know, but I was uploading, excuse me, blurry videos, and I was being told it's because I did it. No, no. But anyways, going through all of that, like I said, it was discouraging, but I didn't allow it to I was gonna say stop me. I was gonna say I didn't allow it to hold me down for long. Um, it took a couple months for me to revamp, and um I'm excited. So my goal is to get to 1,000 subscribers. And again, I mean, I'm gonna pull up another screen so I can see how many subscribers I have right now. That date is February, only because YouTube, they're changing their requirements in February. But right now, I have 54 subscribers. I also have 65 videos. Um, so my highest views for one video is 90. I told you. Um, but listen, I'm here for it. I'm here for all this growth as well too. So I started obviously with 0 subscribers. Just like 3 months ago when I relaunched, I don't know how many subscribers I had. Maybe I can see, but I probably had like 11 or 20. So it's a slow grind, and you're not always going to see the fruits of your labor right away. But like for me, this is literally doing it scared. I only have 54 subscribers. Like I have more videos than I have subscribers. And I just keep getting up every single day, and I just keep going because um I know that if you are consistent, and one thing I wanted to talk about today was consistency. So it goes hand in hand about you doing it scared, right? You can't start it and then just stop. Like just like how I said with the podcast. You can't start it and then just stop. Um Sorry. I'm looking at the live videos. So, okay, small wins, small wins, small wins. So, my first video has 33 views. The second one has 6. The third one has 8. And the fourth one has 7. And this is exciting for me because I got 33 views in just 3 days. I have some podcasts that's still at 26 from 2 months ago, 14. Um, so I was gonna say, I don't know what I was gonna say. Um, This is so exciting. Like, I am excited because although I want everything to happen immediately, it's not going to. And this is what it's all about, doing it scared, right? So there's these little tiny things and there's these little tiny moments that you'll have, like I'm having right now. I'm literally having in real time with you guys right now, that will be like, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing. This is why I need to stay consistent. This is the fruits of my labor of doing it scared. And it's so funny because hopefully 6 months or a year from now, I'll look back and I'll be like, wow, thousands of views. I'm monetized. I can't believe that I was so ecstatic when I only had 33 views. I feel like a nerd right now because this is literally doing it scared. YouTube is such a scary place because, like, on Instagram, you could hide your likes. On um, Instagram, you could buy followers. You could probably buy followers or subscribers on YouTube too. I don't know. But like everything is just on Front Street, right? Like if people are viewing it, they're viewing it. If people are writing bad, nasty comments, I don't think you can delete the comments on YouTube. I don't know. But I just feel like everything's on Front Street, everything. And it's so scary because you can see like people on YouTube and they have all of these views and all of these subscribers. And it's like, when am I ever going to get there? Or like you'll post a video and you'll be like, oh, yeah, this is it. Like, this is what the people need. This is going to hit. And it's like, you didn't get no views. You're not even getting no comments. Listen, comment below if you're enjoying this video. Comment below if this has encouraged you. Comment below if you have learned something. Tell me what you're about to do scared. I need some engagement. Know why? Because me helping you is helping myself. And yeah, just I want to hear what you are going to do scared. I shared what I am doing scared. And I'm doing it in front of a whole bunch of people. So when you think about that thing that you're going to do scared, maybe it all starts with this. And I'm forever talking about notepads. I'm forever talking about sticky notes, your whiteboard. Maybe doing it scared starts here. And that's okay, right? It's just between you and your notepad. And that's the first step that you need to take to get to the bigger picture. So open that notepad up, get the post-it notes, get the whiteboard, and start to do it. And even if the full picture, you don't see it for a couple months, a few years, you have to start somewhere. When I wanted to start the Girl Boss Brand podcast, I wanted to start this 6 years ago in 2020. It's 2026. I have in my phone, and I don't have my phone by me, but I have in my phone a whole bunch of different topics that I'm going to talk about, guests that I'm going to bring on, the purpose of the YouTube. It took me 6 years to flush out this idea. It took me 6 years to finally do it scared. I was going to say to not be scared, but I have always been scared, right? And although I'm not scared to get on the camera, I was scared about people's reaction, right? So there's still a sense of scarcity. No, that's not the right word. There is still a sense of being scared. And like I said, it took 6 years. And who knows why, right? Maybe it's because I've helped so many women in business that now I have the confidence to do so. Maybe it's because through all of my own personal trials and tribulations, I feel like this is the time in my life to share them with other people. Whatever the case is, I finally got the courage to do it scared. But it all started with the notes. So get your notepad out. You don't have to go and register an LLC. You don't have to go and tell a whole bunch of people about an idea of what you have. You don't need to go and reach out to 25 manufacturers when you don't even know what design you want yet or what logo you want. You don't have to do all of that. You have to start somewhere though. And I don't care if it's a sticky note. I don't care if you're on your walk and you're just, making notes in your phone. You have to start somewhere and you have to do it scared. You're not going to get any less scared. My same fear from 6 years ago in doing my podcast is still here. I just told you all of it. I just told you all of it. Am I going to get any views? I only got 33 views and my highest views 90. I've been doing this for 3 months now, which I really started last year. And my highest number of views on one video is 90. I still have the same fear. But guess what? My mind just shifted. Now I'm only thinking about impact. I'm not thinking about views. I don't post videos, and thankfully this might help too. I have a team now, and one of my marketing assistants posts the videos. I don't even go, how many views did we get? Are people commenting? I don't do any of that because I have to focus on the work, right? And the work is getting ready for these I was gonna say photo shoots, getting ready for my content sessions. Is that I don't know, getting ready to record, right? All of the things, right? Having a whole bunch of different outfits, right? Let's talk about doing it scared. So not last month, but the month before that, when I went to go record, I was like, this is prior to recording. I'm like, I wasn't prepared, right? I was not prepared. I knew what topics I was going to speak about, but I only brought 2 outfits, but I was batch recording and I had to record 4 episodes. And so I just wore the same outfit for 2 episodes. And then I wore the other outfit for 2 episodes. No, because now on social media, when all those clips are shown, it looks like the same thing for the whole month. It's just me wearing the same 2 outfits. Like, I'm like, if I see myself in this green again, I'm gonna scream. But that was because I wasn't focused on what I needed to be focused on. But also, that was a part of the process of me doing it scared, right? So I could have shut down and I could have been like, I'm embarrassed. I don't want to do this anymore. Nope. Guess what? A part of me doing it scared. You know what? That following month, last month, I made sure that I went out to the store and I bought 4 new episodes, different shirts, different outer whatever tops, shoes, all of that, jewelry, because I don't want people to think. No, let me not say I don't want people to think. The way that I am represented online I want it to be something different, right? I want it to show that these are different episodes. This all wasn't just one recording, because I feel like that gives off a different vibe, right? It gives off a different thing. Like, I want you to see me on different days, although it was batch recording. But again, that's about doing it scared. And so I made that small change. I focused on that small thing and I got such big results. At least for me, I am happy and I am proud of how I am showing up online based off of my content that I've shot, based off of my YouTube and my podcast. So at the end of the day, you have to do it scared. And this all started from a thought, a dream, a goal 6 years ago. And I think I want to keep you guys updated on this ride, because I could only imagine where I'm going to be with the podcast, with my YouTube channel in 6 months, let alone 6 years. So I think I want to keep you guys updated on this. Make sure you subscribe to the Girl Boss Brand YouTube channel so that you can stay up to date. But I also like to stay up to date with what my viewers are doing as well too. So if you want to join the community, just comment below. I'll give you free access. But don't wait too long, because once we get to a certain number of spots, we are going to cut off that free access. So just comment down below and I'll send you the link. And that would be another way that we can also hold each other accountable and stay up to date. Like I said, there will be weekly lives. There will also be a whole bunch of different workshops. I'm going to be bringing a whole bunch of different people in. I have a whole bunch of resources that you literally can use in your everyday business, flushing out these new ideas and turning the ideas into what you've always dreamt of, and just so much more. And you'll have access to a community of like minded women. So if you're interested, make sure that you one, subscribe to the Girl Boss Brand YouTube channel, and two, drop a comment below so that I can send you the link so you can get early access to the Girl Boss Brand community. And I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.